Hi everyone, my name is Becca. I'm the teacher blogger behind beccasmusicroom.com. I am here today to talk a little bit about one of my newest resources and a lesson that I used this week that my students really enjoyed. I promise I'm not posting this to try to sound salesy. You can do everything without buying my product on Teachers Pay Teachers, but I was thinking that if people were buying my product, I wanted them to have the absolute best experience with it that they can. So I figured if I made a video, it might help iron out and explain exactly how I envision the lesson going. So, and again, you can do the whole lesson without using any of my resources. So that's what I'm going to talk about here. I will link in the description box the link to my Teachers Pay Teachers store if you want to purchase or just look at this resource. And I'll also link to my blog and then of course like my Facebook page and Instagram and all those kind of things, so you can follow me on those places as well. So this is a lesson. It's from the folk song Que Llueva, which is a Hispanic folk song. I've been focusing on Hispanic music for Hispanic Heritage Month. So this is a lesson I've done with my kindergarten and first graders. The resource has a little bit more than they need, but I wanted to give it to you to make it available in case your students would like to do it and are a little more advanced than maybe my kindergartners. The song is Que Llueva, which in Spanish means it's raining. And just a side note, I am not a native Spanish speaker, so if I say something wrong, you can feel free to let me know in the comments, but also be reminded that there are lots of different Hispanic accents, and so like I've been told, actually speaking Spanish to Puerto Ricans have told me that like I sound like I'm from Mexico, and of course the Mexicans think that I sound very, very American and all of that sort of thing. So just be aware if I'm not saying something the way you say it, but maybe it's the way someone else says it, it's okay. Mostly I just wanted this to be more for people who don't speak Spanish and would still like to use this song, because I want to encourage people to use as many multicultural resources as you possibly can. So this song, I actually taught it first in English. You'll see I printed out a couple pages from my Teachers Pay Teachers product. So one page has the notation with the solfege. I did not teach this one I did not teach it this week with the solfege. I might try it next week and just see whether I like it that way better or not. I just taught the words in English and I didn't bring the words. So I started this lesson by teaching the students the words in English, and so the words are: it's raining, the frog is in his cottage, the little birds are singing, the silver moon is rising, yes, yes, no, no, the falling rain is here. And so the song goes, please don't judge my singing, but the song goes: it's raining, the frog is in his cottage, the little birds are singing, the silver moon is rising, yes, yes, no, no, the falling rain is here. And it does end on a low do. I probably didn't do that in tune. Please forgive me, all of you much better musicians than I. So again, if you download the PDF, you can show this to your students, but you don't have to. You can just teach it by rote, and that's fine. I also have a page with the rhythm and the words in English, but I didn't print it out to show you. And so I taught them this song. I had them just keep this steady beat, because we're talking about beat versus rhythm, and I always make them show me a B for beat and an R for rhythm, and that's just one little physical way to help students understand it a little bit better, or at least that they're different. And so my students, even my kindergartners, we've only been talking about it a few days and they're already like, yeah, beat and rhythm are different. And I'm like, yes, they are. Thank you, ma'am. So they really like the little hand signs. These are just the sign language B for beat and then R for rhythm. I also use those for form. I use A, B, C, D, and that's as far as I've gotten. I don't actually know anything else. So you can look at sign language in a different video. So I have that page, I have the words and the rhythm, and then so I taught it to them. We got the beat, and then we played the rhythm on our legs as we sang it. I did not even attempt with the reading yet because we just started with beat versus rhythm. So we haven't gotten that far yet. So we just sang, kept the steady beat, and then we sang it and played the rhythm on our legs while we sang it, and then we played on our shoulders, and then we played it with 2 fingers, and we just did different things to kind of get it in their bodies. Also, to help teach the words, I did use some little hand signs. We just did, it's raining, the frog is in his cottage, the little birds are singing, the silver moon is rising, yes, yes, no, no, the falling rain is here. Those are not anything magical. They're literally things that I came up with on the spot because I was like, oh, we should do hand signs to help us remember the words. So that's what I came up with. I'm sure you can come up with something better, but and so then we sang it, and I had one student come up and they got to play the rain stick, and it was so exciting. I pulled it out and I didn't tell them what it was. I just started moving it back and forth, and they're all like, oh, what is that? And a few of them were like, it sounds like rain. And I had a couple that were like, is that a snake? Which was not a reaction I was expecting, but just be aware that might happen. And I was like, this is a rain stick, and there's all these beads inside, and they make this cool noise, and I'm looking for a friend doing a really great job sitting the right way so that they can come up and use the rain stick. And it was like, big deal. And I only let a couple people do it, and of course they're like freaking out if they didn't get to do it, but I'm trying to really teach them, okay, 3 people are getting turns, and I mean it, 3 people. If you don't get picked, it's not the end of the world. So then we did that, and then on another day, we learned the Spanish words. So you can see this is kind of what it looks like with the rhythm and the Spanish words. And the Spanish words, I'll say them first, and then I'll sing them, probably not very well, again, sorry. But it's que llueva, la rana está en la cueva, los pajaritos cantan, la luna se levanta, que sí, que no, que caiga un chaparrón. And a little note, when you sing them, the vowels kind of squish together. So if one word ends in a vowel and the next one starts in a vowel, they get squished together. So one of the words caiga un becomes caiga un. It's like ow. The vowels stick together. So when you see I did 8 notes for caigun, and that's what it is. That's why there's nothing over the un. So I'm gonna sing it. Please don't judge. Okay, it goes like this. Que llueva, la rana está en la cueva, los pajaritos cantan, la luna se levanta, que sí, que no, que caiga un chaparrón. So that's how it goes. Not fabulous, that's okay. And then after that, a few lessons after that, I brought them both back again, and we talked about our long notes and our short notes, and how our long notes we call ta, and our short notes are titi. And then I showed them this page that says, can you play these rhythms? And so I equate all of them with either rain or llueva. So they both mean rain, but one's in English, one's in Spanish to get the ta and titi. So the first one's rain, llueva, rain. And I just have 4 little ones. They're super, super easy. You can take it or leave it. And then at the end, there are some cards that show One's rain and one's llueva. And the students, you can print out multiple of these and then have the students rearrange them to make their own rhythms as a composition extension. And everything in the download is available both in stick notation like I have it, but also in regular rhythmic notation so that you can do it either way. Again, really, you can do all of it without that. I do think it does help, which is why I made it. Everything on my Teachers Pay Teachers store I made for my classroom, and then I was like, oh, let me share it with you. And so I just added a title page and terms of use and that kind of stuff. I make everything for myself, well, really for my students. So I don't make them like, ooh, what do I think is gonna sell on Teachers Pay Teachers? No, I just make it and then I upload it and hope that maybe it'll help somebody else. So if you are interested in that, you can click the link below. You can like, subscribe, share, you can, friend and follow and all of those really fun things. If there's anything you would like to hear about, please leave it in the comments. And also my question for the day is, what kind of Hispanic music do you use in your classroom, if any? Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great week.